Stand by, record. There you go.
Okay, record is just.
Just point her at me.
Oh, I'm recording.
Hey!
There you go.
Jerry and Newt. This is for an EFAB to be able to show you guys exactly how this bin works. There is aspects of it like a forklift. It's getting pretty big. That can be dangerous. So basically this is what you'll have when the bin is closed and full and you want to refill it, or when you get it and it's ready to go. Okay, so these guys here open just like a regular truck strap. Just pull this back here, pull that up like that, click it all the way up. Right, then that loosens that. Pull this back, pull that down like that, hold this open. That just pulls open like a regular truck strap. And with this side, no danger there. Just pull those out like that. Okay, so now these lids are loose and ready to go. You go around to the other side, you're going to need some space to walk around both sides of the bin, about this much. And there's going to be like a lever area out at the back. That is the front of the bin where the hopper gets dumped into. This fella right here will stay with the bin, and I'll make sure it's in the bin every time I drop it off and pick it up. But it can't go down the road with it because it sticks out about 10 feet out to one side. The big hole and the little hole. Okay? The little hole, you come around this side, Lise. The little hole here matches up to this pin here, and the big hole, you'll see its purpose. So basically this goes in like this, right into there, and then if you come look around this side, Lise, it slides into the other pocket right there. Now you come back around this side again. See this pin here? It just has a little stopper right here. You just click that up like that, and that pin clicks into that bar. Okay, then if you just back up, Lise, don't trip over that fork truck, way up. It's going to be a big shot, because now this is where you got to worry about the wind, right? And if you've got a really big crosswind, if you got a big crosswind coming this way, right, you're going to want to really be careful with this, because you're going to want to have a hold of this puppy. All right, so being up where an EFAB is, usually the wind is coming this way, so it's not too much, or straight across this way. This is where the prevailing winds are, the way it's sitting now. So basically you take this guy and you crank it down. It's not all that heavy, right? I'm doing it with one arm there, so basically you just got to hang off it. Push it down like that. It won't go past. I've got stoppers, so it won't go past. This one doesn't quite line up. Basically that goes in there like that. And then you must, if you look at me, you must put this pin in. Do not leave this like this when you're working with the bin. If the wind comes along, slams that thing shut, and you got your head in there trying to move some wood around, it will kill you. Okay, so this pin must be clicked in. Once that pin is clicked in, that cannot move. Okay? This pin must be clicked in while that is being worked on. You cannot leave that pin open. This pin has to be in, otherwise what will happen is this will slide down while you're getting it up. Both pins have to be engaged. So basically you do your thing, you walk back around, take the hopper, dump the hopper in, you're all done and such, right? You come back around this way. There's not a lot of pressure here. Now if it's a windy day, you got to be careful when you're pulling this pin here, okay? So make sure that your foot is against it or something. If there's a big, this is like a sail. If you look up here, that's a big, big sail that's catching that wind, okay? So you take this pin back out like that. It sets right in that little notch right there. Pull back like that. It's not very heavy at first, okay? Right here, there's virtually no weight, okay? But once that thing starts cantilevering out, right, you kind of want to be hanging on to it so you don't get it up the chin here. Okay, so you want to be hanging on to it right here. And then you set her down. There's not too much damage you can do. Please don't pull the pin, Noof, and just let her go. Bam. Okay, there's that. Okay, so to get the other side, we can leave this in and I can just tie a rag to it so it's easy to find in the snow and such. To get to the other side, you do this pin out, like again on the little stopper there. Pull this puppy out like that. Turn it over. Basically just mirror image. That one goes up against there. That's pinned in there. So basically it's all up out of the way, ready to dump the stuff in. And then when you're done, again, pins must be engaged, right? Undo your pin. When you undo your pin, now you're not engaged anymore, but you're standing right here. That thing, get you up between the legs, flip you right over the top on a windy day. Be really careful. Hang on here. Then when you're letting her down, you know what? It's okay to even let it go like from here. Pretty strong, okay? So that's all that. That's it like that. So when I run it down the road, basically that guy comes out and then just waits for me to come back. And then I got the bin ready to go. And that, I think, concludes, oh, to do the straps up. Around this side, there's, apparently the straps like to go inside. Okay. So what you do is you roll this till it's on about that angle right there, so it can go through this way. Okay? Won't work like that. It's a bugger of a time to feed it through. You want to have it like right on that angle right there. Feed it through like this. Now, don't pull it down all the way like that and try to tighten it, because there won't be any room to tighten the actual thing and you'll go tearing it off the top. So what you want to do is pull it out like this, so you've got about this much slack, and then start tightening it. Okay, and then basically that's it. That's good enough right there. It'll tear it right off the top right there because there's absolutely zero give. Right? So a little quicker like this. You want to take a look at where that roller is. Right on that angle, on about a 30-degree angle right there. Through there like that. Pull this out like that. That one here has a little bit of give because of this end here. That's why I did it a little bit tighter. But there again, like, you should be able to do this to the strap. And then basically I won't have to be replacing those. As for doing the straps up every time, I'm not even sure it's necessary. It's a shitload of roof, and I don't think that wind is going to come along and tear it off that easy this time. So anyway, that's what I got to work with. That shows you how that thing works, and those pins are absolutely critical. And you know, when we're getting 100-kilometer-an-hour winds, it might be a good idea to set the hopper aside and wait for, you know, 30-kilometer-an-hour winds. All right, take it easy.